the first thing I've got to do when I'm solving a quadratic equation like this is I've got to get this 4 right here on the right side of the equal sign. So I am going to subtract 4 on both sides. That leaves me nothing on one side of the equal sign. And so I'm going to rewrite this. I've got 5x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals, and there's nothing on this side of the equal sign, so it equals 0. All right, so now I'm going to identify my A, B, and C. So A equals 5, B equals 3, and C equals negative 4. Okay, now it asked me to solve this using the quadratic formula. So I'm going to write the formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. And now I'm going to plug in a, b, and c into the formula. So I've got x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of, b is 3, so b squared is going to be 9, minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a, which is 10. So now let's keep simplifying. So I've got x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9, and then right here I have negative 4 times 5 times negative 4. Okay, well I could do negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16 times 5 is 80. So since it's positive, I put plus 80. If it were negative, I'd have put minus 80 all over 10. And now 80 and 9 is 89, so I've got x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 89 all over 10. And now I want to find the two answers. Okay, so here's what you'll type in your calculator. Everybody type this. Negative 3 plus the square root of 89, and then press enter. And then divide by 10 and tell me what you get. And so that answer is going to be x equals 0.64. And then you'll take your calculator and you'll go negative 3 minus the square root of 89, and you'll press enter. And then you'll divide by 10. And so x equals what there? X equals what? Negative 1.24. So there's your two solutions. Now, what you cannot do is, you can't just look at these and say, well, this one right here doesn't have a square root of 89 in it, so it's wrong. And you can't look at this one and say, this one does have a square root of 89, so it's right. Okay? Here's what you need to do. You need to type in your calculator, negative 5, let's do D first. Negative 5 plus the square root of 57, and press enter, and then divide by negative 16, and tell me what decimal you get. What is it? Say it. Negative 0.15. And negative 0.15 is not either of these, is it? And so we know the answer is not D. Okay, so now take, and look, we know it's not C, because we didn't get negative 1 and negative 2, did we? So let's look at B. Type in your calculator 4 plus the square root of 26 and see what you get. 9.09, right? Well, that's not either of our answers, is it? And so it's not B. Let's try, because now it's either going to be A or E, right? So now type in 3 plus the square root of 89 and press enter, and then divide by negative 10 and tell me what you get. So it gave you this one, right? Now it's not right unless it gives you both. So now let's do 3 minus the square root of 89 and press enter, and then divide by negative 10, and what do you get? And so A gave me both of my solutions, didn't it? And so A is your answer.